We're at the MGM Grand Garden Arena here in Las Vegas. It's 68 kilos. It's Kristie Marano, the defending world champion in the red, going up against Toccara Montgomery in the blue. It's Marano showing some fantastic technique earlier. She went from a 2-on-1 to a single and then almost got some back exposure, but it resulted in 2 points, a 2-point lead for her. And then Montgomery came back early or late in the second period to score her point. And now it's Marano trying to get around behind Montgomery to add to her 2-1 lead. She's got a nice angle there.
Doesn't look like she can get her head out there.
Now she drags through. Nice job.
Goes back to the same move that she used in the first period to score. It's a scramble. The referee says 1 point for Marano.
She did that by design.
I think she did do that by design.
Absolutely did. She wants to roll through and come up and elevate the bottom leg to get a tilt.
You know, and it is freestyle wrestling, not collegiate wrestling, but I kind of question, you know, that.
Yeah, it is a bit dangerous to take yourself to your back in that position. Because your opponent, all they have to do is really set their hips down, drop their weight, and you could find yourself in a bad position.
And they're looking
making it work.
They're looking at the film, excuse me, Kendall, to see whether she went over her shoulders, I believe.
As it stands, it's Kristie Marano in the lead, 3-1. 2 minutes and 7 seconds left in the second period.
So it looks like they've taken that point back and said it was not a takedown. So now it'll remain 2-1 in favor of Marano. And again, this only point that Montgomery has been off of a mistake that Marano made. So it certainly is apparent that Marano's...
Montgomery has been given new life here, and she's taking advantage of it. You know, that looked like Kevin Jackson right there, the Olympic champion from yesteryear. And she went right across the circle, lifted.
That's right. She's stopping and going. She's on the touch and go type technique, and Marano got caught with her feet on the railroad tracks and just got blown away there.
Yeah, I think I almost spoke too early on saying that Marano is definitely taking the lead here.
Now it's Montgomery with the momentum. Marano with the poise, obviously the world champion, the defending world champion from last year. She's in a dogfight here, 2-2 with 1 minute and 30 seconds left. We told you there'd be some real tough wrestling matches. Montgomery in big trouble now. Marano counters that arm throw. Actually, what happened there, guys? You know, there's 2 or 3 things happening.
Well, it looked like Montgomery was trying to go ahead and roll through on a front headlock, and Marano basically slipped it by with a arm drag type position there and got the 1 point.
Well, she's back in the proverbial driver's seat, 3-2, Kristie Marano. She has the requisite 3 points. One wrestler must reach that score. And there's Montgomery in again, though. Once again on the legs of Marano, and she's got great position. Only poise and guile and treachery, as we spoke earlier, is going to save Kristie Marano here. They're on the edge of the mat. Montgomery trying to work her way up. She's at the very end of Toccara trying to bring in Marano. Will she run out of real estate? No.
And she gets it. Ties up the match with 43 seconds left. This could be an interesting finish, guys.
3-3.
You know, I have to say, I've been watching this tournament for quite a while, and this may be one of the best women's matches that I've seen.
Yeah, given it's just still in its infancy here in the States, you know, we haven't really had the chance to see it develop to the point that the men's wrestling has. And it's starting to come around. These wrestlers, these women wrestlers are really starting to develop fine technique, and it's really showing here.
Marano now trying to come up. In some circumstances, if you can separate yourself from your opponent, they will award an escape, but Toccara Montgomery looking for a high-level gut wrench here. Almost scored some points. What's going to happen? It's Montgomery with the 2-point tilt. We have a big upset in the making.
We sure do, with so little time left. 9 seconds, 8.
Toccara Montgomery now wrapping up Kristie Marano at the end of the mat. Winning with real momentum. It's the upstart, Toccara Montgomery from the Sunkissed Kids with a big upset over the defending world champion, Kristie Marano. It was mostly Marano in the first period, but Montgomery really came through in the last minute of that match. 8-3 in favor of Montgomery. And we'll be going to Heather Van Persum.
Here's a replay here, 3-3 at this point, and you see how Marano is going to step over that gut wrench position, but Montgomery just follows it through and gets the 2 points. That's just good technique. Keeps her head up in good position, gets the 2.
So it's Toccara Montgomery from the Sunkist Kids. Her hand raised in victory. She's the 2000 U.S. national champion, and her coach feels real good about that. We'll be back to the MGM Grand Garden Arena for more action. We'll be at 76 kilos when we return.